There's a submersible pressure transmitter, and then there's like 5 floats.
We're using the pressure just for water depth?
Yep, you use it as level, and it monitors the level inside the well, and it's going to take the levels and use operation set points. Floats is just backup.
How often should we be recalibrating these things?
You just take them out of the well, make sure there's no like grease or anything on it, and then when you lower it, make sure you don't just like drop it in there, preventing like anything hitting from the bottom of the pressure transmitter. For calibration, they come factory calibrated, and as far as I know.
If I see it runs off of 4 to 20 milliamp.
It's going to tell you what users logged in, and it has an active alarm history. And it gives you time and date and the name of the control panel. This is on every single screen, and same with your display down the bottom, which is going to allow you to go between each of your screens. And then you have your generic window of what the screen is supposed to be. So this is the overview. Gives you your general process overview of the Influent pump station. Like I said, you got active wet well, level display, and indicator. Then you have any station alarm, so power fail, surge fail, base fail. You have the high float, low floats, or if the backup's active. And then also gives you your statuses on your pumps, so if it's running, and it gives you run times and percent speeds that they're running at, which is actually this button right up here. This is information. So this is just going to give us our contact information. The data is installed and what versions of software are used on the PLC and OIT for the Pump 1 controls. Pump 1 controls, if you're logged in as a default user, it's not going to allow you to change HOA, and it's not going to let you change enhanced speed and auto speed set points. So there's a notification. You must be logged in to use, and now it's going to give you access. So now you have access to your virtual HOA. It's going to give you an indication of what position it's in. So right now it's in the off position, so I'm going to change it to hand, it's going to run it off, it's going to shut it off, auto's going to keep it in auto, and then it also is going to pop up with the pump enable disable selector switch, so in case you ever want to just disable a pump and you don't ever want it to stay, you can disable it. Hand speed and auto speed, you just click on it, and it's minimum 75%, all the way to 145 hertz on this soft starters, the drives, and same with the auto speed. And then it just gives you feedback. Also on the pump screens, it's going to tell you if it's running, what position it is on alternation, if it's lead or lag, or if it's standby. And then it's going to give you a total, how many times this has started, and the total runtime hours. We have additional screens for alternation select. The operator, if you're not logged in, you won't be able to change between manual set points and alternation mode. So you have to log in to be able to select that. So in alternation mode, you have the options to disable it. Use a cycle based, which is going to automatically, each time a pump runs, the next pump's going to run the next time, or you can manually select it. So right now it's an auto, so if I go to manual, then you can choose this. And cycle 1 is going to have the pump 1 lead, pump 2 lag, and
Standby when we have pump.
standby with 3. In cycle 2, and it's going to tell you up here. So if I go to cycle 2, now, pump 2 is lead, vice versa, go back to cycles it. And then you also know run statuses. I thought it was a good idea to give you level on every single page that you would probably want to look at level for when you're changing stuff. So levels overview, it's all in the same spot. Pump controls, it's going to give you level set points. And there's most of those. It's just going to have level. Back on the pump screen, you can also go on the run times. And this is going to have your today runtime, your yesterday runtime, and your total. It's also going to have your total counts, and these are resettable. So you just press reset. If you ever get a new pump, you can just reset it.
When does it? It's a 24-hour cycle.
Midnight to midnight. So there's alternation and runtimes are just right on the pump screen. Pump 3 is locked out, can't really go there. Wet well set points. This is where you're going to tell the pumps what level to start at and where they're going to stop. So just like the hands gives you 1 to 11 feet. I need to actually update that. I'm going to update that after this. But it's going to be 0.8 to 10.8. So that's the min and max. So and then if a lag pump or if the lead pump or the lag pump's called to run, there's going to be a visual indication down here. It's going to light up and be like, oh, lag pump required or lead pump required. And then we also have a signal loss. So if you ever lose your well level signal, you have a visual display right up here. It's going to tell you the transducer is reading over range or under range, and if there's could be an issue with it. We also have alarm set points. So you can enable and disable these alarms with the check marks. So check mark's good, it's enabled, X, disabled. And then you have alarm delays. So if the input comes in, you can change to how long you want to wait until you actually get the alarm, just in case, like, I know sometimes some floats will get like hit around in wells, so you can extend that. So like after like 10 seconds, which is pretty, if it's up for 10 seconds, you're definitely at a high level. That's when it'll alarm out. They also have a set point for what level is going to activate that alarm. And then you have indications for when the alarms are active. Red means you're in alarm state, except you have alarm setups. So just like the level, these alarms don't have like a user set point, but it does have time delays, so just like the other ones, you can increase or decrease the time delay depending on how you want them. You can enable and disable, and then you also have alarm indications. Here you're actually able to reset any active alarms, and then on page 2, it's just more. I blocked out these alarms.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is. And yep, just like that, reset is also there. And then we can go to the alarm history. So here you can go up and down your alarm list. It's going to tell you what time the alarm is active, what time you acknowledge them, and the message, what the alarm is. These are also reset. But this is going to keep the history up here for reset. These data logs, but you're going to have trends for keep the pumps running for how long. It's going to give you, if a pump starts, how long that pump ran for before it shut off, and you can use that to see like this pump's running. When it does run, it runs X amount longer than this other pump, which is there, and then level. You can move up and down the Y scale. You can pause pending, you can end the home, move right and left.